Hey guys, welcome to another lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Life Cuisine. This is the Carb-Wise chicken flatbread melt with barbecue sauce. And it is a thin crust topped with white meat chicken, white cheddar cheese, mozzarella, onions, and barbecue sauce. Sounds really good. It is a 6-ounce package, 170 grams. We bought this at Meijer. It was $4.49, so that's how much it was. 10 grams of net carbs, 31 grams of protein, 16 grams of fiber. I don't know if 10 grams of net carbs is carb-wise, but if you're on keto, you would know. I don't do keto, so I don't know. 430 calories for the whole thing. There's your other info for you. So you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can do it in the oven. You can do it in the microwave and the air fryer. It gives you a little bit of crisper crust, and there's the crispiest crust. Of course, we don't do either one of those. We're going to do the microwave, which for the softest crust. So we're going to open the carton along the perforation, flip an empty box upside down to create a platform. Silver server should be facing up. I'll show you how to do that. Remove plastic overwrap, place flatbread melt on the silver surface. Cook for 2 minutes, 30 seconds on high or until cheese is melted. Let stand 1 minute. Fold the flatbread together and then eat it, I guess. So yeah. So what you do is find the part with the pull tab. Here it is, right here. And this is just like any pizza you make that's in the or a lot of pizzas in the microwave. Take the side that you open it up and you gotta kind of carefully tear the box open. And there's your flatbread. So we're going to take this box, flip it upside down. The bad thing is they put the time on the box you're going to use, 230. So we're going to microwave it for 2.5 minutes. So take that. I'll take it out of the plastic in just a second, but that's going to sit right on top of that, go in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and I'll be back after I take the plastic. All right, so here's the flatbread out of the microwave, and I haven't done anything with it, but I'm going to release it from this silver. Sometimes it sticks really bad, so you gotta kind of have to go underneath of it. So there it is. Now you could fold this over and try to eat it. I'm not going to. I'm just to let you know. I'm just gonna cut it, eat it kind of like a pizza. It's gonna be softer, of course, because it's supposed to be. But I'd rather eat it like this anyway. Just like when they used to have, remember when they used to have the paninis? You could get the paninis and microwave them on the little silver thing. And it always said to put the the top on to the bottom after you've heated it up. I never did that. I always ate the bottom and then I ate the top, and I never stuck them together because it's just easier to eat them like this. So I'm gonna eat it like this. I'm gonna take it over the table. I'll be right back. All right, I really didn't give it any time to cool off, but it is what it is. So I'll take a bite of this one. It has chicken and onions and barbecue sauce, like right there up front. So here we go. I like the soft crust. It is more bread-like than pizza crust-like. So if you want to fold it over and eat it like that, go for it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little easier for me to eat like this, especially on video, than it is to fold it over and try to eat it. Just like a Hot Pocket or burritos. I like to cut them. It's easier to just eat on camera when you do that. I like the flavor of the barbecue sauce. You get a lot of the onions too. So in this case, I'm gonna do it backwards. Sometimes usually I talk about like texture, then I talk about flavor. I'm gonna talk about flavor first. The biggest flavor you get is the barbecue sauce for sure. The barbecue sauce is like it's a sweeter barbecue sauce with just a little bit of seasoning to it. It's not spicy at all. It's more sweet than anything. Then you get the onions. And you really don't taste the chicken, but the chicken has more of it adds texture to it more than flavor. But I mean, if you eat the chicken by itself, like if I were to get this little piece of chicken, I would taste the chicken. No, it tastes like chicken. It actually has a grilled chicken flavor, so that's nice. But the biggest flavor you get is the barbecue sauce for sure, followed by the onions and the chicken. So I like the flavor of it. The flavor is really, really good. Texture-wise, the chicken is really good and tender. The onions are cooked well. They're not really hard and crunchy because they look like they would be crunchy, but they're not. Yeah, they're actually cooked really, really nice. Let me try this. I like it. When you get all the chicken and the barbecue sauce and the onions all together, it actually has a really good flavor. And the textures are really good as far as the toppings go. Here's a problem. I know it's a carb, lower carb, whatever, carb smart, whatever. That is all into that crust. The crust I don't taste at all. I don't have any flavor coming from the crust. And it doesn't say on here anywhere it's a cauliflower crust. Usually they like to stick cauliflower in the crust. I can't see it, it's too small. But I don't see it highlighted here that it's a cauliflower crust. It doesn't say that anywhere, so I don't know if it is or not. And I can't, clearly my eyeballs are not working well enough to see the ingredients. But I don't see it suggest anywhere that it's cauliflower. It may or may not be, I don't know. I can tell you that the texture is kind of like a lot of keto things. It kind of has this paper towel kind of texture. It's kind of chunky and kind of dry and paper-like. And then when you're eating it, it kind of gets this dry, wet paper kind of texture to it. I absolutely despise the texture of a lot of keto things that are like this. Just not good. Now, if you're on keto, and I love the toppings. The toppings, this is basically a really good barbecue chicken flatbread ruined by the keto bread. That's what it is. If you're on keto and you haven't eaten bread for a while, and this sounds interesting to you, go for it. I think you might really like it. You're probably used to that texture because everything I've ever had that's keto and bread like it's similar texture. You might be fine with it. For me, it's just too weird. It's just too much for me. I can't handle the texture, but I do like the flavor, so take it as it is. That being said, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I could eat it if I want to. I'll probably eat the rest of this, but I wouldn't choose to buy it again just because of the texture of the bread. I just don't like the flatbread texture. Flavor-wise, it's fine. Just the texture throws me way off. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.